Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Tuesday, September 2nd. We have a lot of compound words in here. I have no idea what this word is. Ouroboros? Ouroboros? I have no idea. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I mean, we have profanity, expletives, four-letter words, and swearing. I mean, this is just a curse. Would it be that easy? That's so obvious. But sometimes they are obvious. There was a few last week where I was like, wow, these are so obvious, and it ended up being the correct answer, so let's try it. All right, curses. There you go. It was that easy. Stirring. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. This is that Christmas poem that they, what's it called? You know, where they're snuggled all tight in their beds. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Something. Isn't house in there too? I forget all the words to it. The only reason I really know that is because they say it in Christmas Vacation. All right, let's do it. Let's try it. Why not? In A Visit from St. Nicholas. Okay, there you go. We have herring in here. I wonder if it's red herring. I don't think so, though. Because I don't see anything else in here that would be red. I mean, a mesh shirt, pleather vest, necklace, and earring? This seems like an 80s rock outfit, right? This is very 80s coded. Let's try it. Worn by Earring Magic Ken. Worn by Earring Magic Ken. What? Is that like Barbie and Ken? Is that from the Barbie thing? Okay, never mind. I was thinking like George Michael or something. And herring, mystery, histamine, and Ouroboros. I don't know what this is. I mean, when I see herring, I mean, I play Connections every day, obviously, and you guys know how much I say the phrase red herring, so that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to this. And is there a thing called a red mystery, a red histamine? And this word, I have no idea. So I'm just going to submit it because I don't think I'm going to find out what this is. Starting with possessive determiners. Her, his, my, and our. Okay. I was so caught up on the red herring thing, which is kind of funny because it wasn't red herring. The herring was a red herring. Okay. That's kind of funny if that's what they're doing. What's this word? Ouroboros. Let's look this up. Ouroboros. Pronunciation.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros. Okay, what does that mean? Ouroboros. Ouroboros, a circular symbol depicting a snake, or less commonly a dragon, swallowing its tail as an emblem of wholeness or infinity. Okay, I know the symbol then. I didn't know that was what that was called, though. All right. Well, that one was pretty easy. I mean, the curse ones was so obvious. And then if you know the Christmas poem, although the only reason I know that, again, is from a Christmas Vacation. Really. And this one I didn't really... I got it right for the wrong reason. And then this one just happened. Purple just happened. All right, let's see what they give it. 2.8. It felt easier than that. I mean, a couple of those were super obvious. Okay, let's check the bots. 2 out of 5 difficulty. Okay. None, 37%, barely beating out in losing category here, but the rest are fairly low. So tricky for some, but most people are getting it. This is more what I'm used to, as opposed to the last few days. 1 in 13 for a regular rainbow order, yeah. Swearing, 78%. Yeah, I mean, that one was so obvious. Yellow was so obvious. 11% getting blue first. Let's look up Earring Magic Ken, because I wonder if that's like Ken from the Barbies. Earring Magic Ken. Okay, yeah, that's the Barbie Ken. All right. So again, I got there for the wrong reason. And then, yeah, green and purple. I'm kind of surprised green is this low. Although I didn't get it first either, so what am I saying? Then let's check ever. Well, I'm kind of surprised that Green is a slow. Overall, too. I mean, everybody's getting yellow, and almost everybody's getting blue. 90%. Losing games, yellow, blue, yellow, nothing, and then just blue. That's got to be tough. How are you not seeing yellow? Check the mistakes. Misdirection. Mystery, herring, Ouroboros, and stirring. I don't get that. Mystery Christmas house mouse. I don't get that one either. Christmas mouse house herring. I don't understand these mistakes at all, really. Oh, I didn't even think of the ends in ring thing. They put one in each category. That's what they were trying to trick you with, I guess. Stirring, swearing, herring, earring. I mean, I submitted yellow so quickly, I didn't even consider any of this. That's the problem kind of with making a trick like that. If you're going to make a trick like this, you can't make one of the categories really obvious because it's just going to eliminate that entire trick right away. I mean, obviously it didn't for 6% of people, but, you know, like 90% of people or 94% of people are getting yellow, so... Stirring for curse words? I don't know that. Mystery party, Christmas party, house party, herring party. I can get those first three, but herring party? Alright, some interesting mistakes in there that I don't really understand up here at the top. So I'm not sure what's going on in there. Maybe, I guess people are just guessing maybe, and the AI is just trying to come up with some sort of connection there. Alright, on to the mini. While I was setting up the recording for this one, I accidentally hit play already and cost myself 2 seconds. I haven't even looked at the clues yet, so cost myself just a tiny bit of time, but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, product that Wrigley manufactured before entering the chewing gum factory. I have no idea. Hemsworth or Pratt? Why can't I think of his name? Liam Hemsworth? I don't know. Superior to, above? Maybe? Best buddies? No. Best is only 4 letters. I don't know. Abominable snowman. A Yeti? Souvenir from a scrape. Scab. Here we go again. Oh boy. Suddenly came up as an issue. Suddenly came up as an issue. Oh, a rose maybe? Bit of basketball footwork. Pivot. Vehicle that might frustrate highway drivers when it moves into the passing lane. A semi. Nice. For getting almost none of the acrosses, getting that in 54 seconds, well, 52 seconds, I'm going to subtract those 2 seconds from the earlier, is pretty good, I think. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt. I don't know why I couldn't remember Chris. Such a generic name, probably why. Wrigley manufactured soap. I did not know that, so I never would have gotten that. Above was correct. Bosom buddies. Okay. I don't know if I've ever used that phrase before. Bosom buddies. And then Yeti was correct. The downs were a lot easier. I've heard some people say that the downs generally are easier, so it might not be a bad idea to start with the downs, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it matters because we got there. Okay, starting with the medium or the easy as usual. 5. We only have 1 5, and we have 2 zeros, so that 5 has to go up there. We only have 1 2, so this 2 has to go maybe like this. Could go vertically too. This one goes in here, and then this one goes in here. All right. Under 20, it's kind of what I've come to shoot for the easy one. Okay, onto the medium. Let's see, we need 4 in here. A 1 goes here. 3 0. How many zeros do we have? We have 2 zeros, so this one has to go like this. And we need a 2 and a 1 in here. So this one has to go here. This has to equal 4. So maybe the 2 1s and a 2. We don't have any more zeros. So yeah, we're going to have to do this. And then 2 3 or 2 4s going in here. We need a 6 in here, so this is 6 2. We're going to need a 3 here. I don't see how this works. Oh yeah, I do. This just goes with a 1 over here, and then finally this goes like this. Okay, I got just tripped up a little bit. I didn't think this 5 or this 3 was going to work out. For some reason, I didn't see the 1 there, and I was like, oh, we're not going to be able to do this 3 here. But the 0s kind of gave this one away. Like up here, it's the entry point up this way. Because it's the only place those could go. All right, on to the hard. All right, we got a 0 up here. How many zeros? We got 3 zeros. And this is 21 in here. We need a 0 down here. It's not going to be the double 0, right? Because how are we going to get 21 in here? And obviously you can't go here. So this 0 has to go. This 0 has to go up here. And then this one has to be a 5. How many 5s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 5s. Okay. This is 3, so this is going to have to be a 1 and a 2, or a 0 and a 3. Oh no, this 0 can't. This one's going to have to go in here. In fact, it's going to have to go this way. So this is 3. We need a 1 and a 2. We could have 2 different dominoes going horizontally here. In fact, it's going to have to be because we don't have a 1 and a 2 together. So we're going to need a 1 with like a 4. We have a 1 and a 6. Do we have a 2 and a 1? No, we don't. I already said that. So we have a 1 and a 3. So we could do this. 1 and a 3. And then we need a 6 over here with a 2. Do we have a 6 and a 2? We do. No, it was right the first time. There we go. Okay, this is 21. So we still need 15 in here. We don't have 3 5s, so that's not it. Probably going to need one of these 6s. But we could do 5 3. That gets us to 11. And we could use 10 up here, so it'd be like 6 5, like this. Then we could use a 4 and a 5 in here. Wait up. Man, that domino just disappeared on me, so that goes there. Just want to double check. 12 plus 9 is 21. We need a 6 over here, so this is 6. We need a 2 in here. And then the 4 goes on the bottom on this one like this. That one was, I felt a little tricky. I mean, you could probably place this 0 right away, which I kind of did. I placed it pretty early. But yeah, it wasn't like super obvious where everything went from the beginning, so it took a little time, but that wasn't too bad. It was alright. If you are enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all of the puzzles today.